Hey guys, now why I wanted to make this video was just to predict the face card stats of the new Foot Hero items that EA has released, and I wanted to talk about my nostalgia associated with all of these cards. I haven't covered all of them this video, but if this video does well, I'm going to cover the rest of them. So I hope you guys enjoy, and here we go. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, OGS, my manager. This is his only FUT card that I could find. But this card's pretty accurate because his Foot Hero card is going to be an 86 rated, and so is this one. And the stats overall look pretty meh, to be honest. So he's going to be a good starting striker. I think he'll have the 4-star weak foot and probably 4-star skill moves as well, so that could be a bonus. But if it's a 4-star, 3-star, he's going to be pretty unusable after month 2, I'm guessing. So it's a pretty average card, but it's going to be a pretty fun one if you're going to be doing Manchester United past and present. And this card is one that I'm going to collect and save up for future fun squads to rock with. Now, Antonio Di Natale, I have used this card in FIFA 14. It was the first FIFA that I've started playing. And when I picked up this card, he was just outstanding. I remember hitting some insane long shots with him. And this guy's shooting was pretty broken. He felt like a juiced up Del Piero, and if his 88 rated card lives up to these previous FUT cards that are on your screen, his previous 88 rated FUT cards that are on your screen, one is a base card and one probably is a second inform. This card is going to be phenomenal. He's going to be usable for the first 3 to 4 months of this game, probably till Jan. And my god, this guy's going to be expensive. I don't remember correctly if he has a 4-star or a 5-star weak foot, but I think it's a 4-star. But he's definitely got 4-star skills. So 4-star minimum in my opinion, or 4-star, 5-star if we get lucky. This guy's going to be superb. He's just going to be like another Del Piero in game, and I can't wait to get my hands on this card. Now, Freddie Ljungberg. As a right midfielder, ever since he's been promoted to an icon status in FUT, this is the exact copy-paste card that he's been given across 3 or 4 years. This is what I could source from FootWiz and across the internet. His stats for a right midfielder look pretty bog standard. If he was a central midfielder, which I'm hoping he is, it'd be a pretty cool card because that pace would be terrific. I'm hoping he's a minimum 4-star because if he's anything less, it's going to be a pretty underwhelming card overall. And he's not going to be used competitively for sure, because this doesn't look like a very meta card. He doesn't have any super attributes that a competitive card should have. So yeah, if you're an Arsenal fan or a Swedish fan, you can collect this card. He could provide some cool links like Ibra. Probably if you're a Man U fan, you might want to put this card in if you have some difficulty linking Victor Lindelof inside. I'm just joking, no one's going to use that card as well. So yeah, man, pretty decent card. I'm hoping it's a CM with 4-star, 4-star, and then this would make this card a little interesting, to be honest. Now, this Joe Cole card, I remember watching Joe Cole when he was at Chelsea, and he was absolutely ridiculous. He was such a good player. He had pretty much everything that you'd want a great central midfielder to have, barring defensive attributes. He had insane pace, great tricks. I'm sure this card's going to be a 5-star skiller because this guy was phenomenal when it came to his footwork and his tricks overall. His shooting was really good. He hit some bangers. His free kicks were good as well, and his passing was pretty decent overall as well. So if you give these two FUT cards a +7 or +8 overall, this card as an 87 rated central midfielder, I'm hoping again that he's a CM, or even right mid with 5-star skills could do. This card's going to be pretty fun to use, not going to lie. Being an Englishman, it's going to give him some great links. And if you slap him in your EPL squads, and if you're a Chelsea fan, you're going to have a great time with this card. I hope this Joe Cole card's given a good body shape in game, or a good body type in game, so he feels a little more fluid. And if this card feels fluid, he's going to slap in goals for your team. I can't wait. So yeah, I'm literally quite pumped to use this card. Now, what I remember of Tim Cahill in the 3 to 4 years that I saw him play for Everton was that he was, let's just say he was a marksman in front of goal. This 83 rated Everton card that you see in front of you, the inform card, is more indicative of the true in-game stats of this card that it should be. And I think his 75 pace is a little too slow. I think he was about like a 78 pace card. He was never the quickest striker, I remember. His shooting was pretty good, great finisher overall. And he was especially strong in the air. I remember this guy being a monster in the air. He used to win a lot of aerial duels, a lot of corners. He scored a lot of headed goals. And overall, this guy was a presence physically and dominated people in the air. He was a dangerous guy to mark on corners. So this guy reminded me more of like a Mario Gomez type player. Now, obviously, he's not going to have Mario Gomez's body type, that big clunky shit in game. This guy's going to be a bit skinnier, I hope, a bit more leaner in game, and he's going to be pretty usable, but he doesn't look meta by any means. I hope he's given a 4-star weak foot minimum. He's not going to be given 4-star skills because he never really did anything fancy in game. So I think he's going to be about a 3-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. So he looks like a pretty average striker to me overall, but if you're an Everton fan or you're an Australian, you have to get this card. It's such a super cool card to have a Tim Cahill Everton card in game, because that's going to give all of you guys who are Everton or Australian so much nostalgia, because he is an icon in your country and you have to collect this card. So overall, not a bad card, but not a great one by any means. Now, Mario Gomez. This guy has been in FUT since I started playing, and I think he's still a card in game. This guy is like a living legend, and his Bayern cards were just disgusting to play with. I remember that I got this guy's card and I was actually just chilling and I wanted to try a different type of striker because, you know, I'm a sweat lord. I like the 95 pace strikers, etc., etc. Like I used to start off with like Aubameyang back in the day, or put on Mbappe now, put on Cristiano Ronaldo, like the whole pace horse setup. This guy was a different type of striker to play with. And his shooting was absolutely broken in the game I used him in. I think it was FIFA 15 or 14, one of them. Dude, this guy was smashing them in from 40 yards and he was pissing the hell out of my opponents. They were just rage quitting, and I was having so much fun that I ended up keeping this card in the game on my bench just to piss people off. Like whenever I was beating them 4-0, I knew the game was dead and buried. I would bring Mario Gomez to just whip balls in from corners, whip them in from crosses, get this guy's head on it, because he would bury anything that lands on his head. And if he gets the slightest room to shoot inside around the box, I used to just pop it and he used to fly into the back of the net. So this card is going to be a super fun card to use, a super annoying card if they make strength a big thing in next game, and I'm hoping they do, because he's going to feel a bit clunky, let me tell you that. His character model in any FIFA that I've used him in is not ideal because he turns like a truck, because his dribbling's not too great. But if they make strength and physicality a big thing in FIFA 22, which I'm hoping they do, this card's going to be pretty hard to stop, I'm not going to lie. Now, Robbie Keane, pretty cool striker to watch in real life. I remember him in his Tottenham days, which was his heyday, and it seemed like he was just banging goals in every week. He was one of the most explosive strikers that I've seen, not going to lie, and he had one of the coolest celebrations. If I remember correctly, he used to do that roll on the floor and then finish it off with a fist bump to the crowd. That was pretty cool. So this card should have about 85 pace, 85 shooting, 87 dribbling, and about near 70 passing. Not a bad starting striker. I'm pretty sure he's going to be given the 4-star weak foot as well, but I'm not sure about the 4-star skill moves because I don't think he performed too many skills or had much flair about his game. He was a pretty clinical striker and that's about it. So he's going to be a good striker to use in the first couple of months, but then you're just going to see the power curve just shoot up as we approach Team of the Year with the other new promos that I have in store for us. So if you're a Spurs fan or if you're Irish, get this card. He's going to be pretty cool to use, and I'm actually low-key looking forward to trying this card out in game. Now, Diego Milito. I remember his Inter Milan days, and this guy was a superb striker. One of the most clinical strikers that I've seen till date. His Champions League run that they had with Jose Mourinho, this guy was just phenomenal in the finals as well. Ice cool composure, and judging by these two cards in front of you, he's an 88 rated, so you can literally average out these two cards and you can probably find his in-game face stats. This card's looking pretty saucy, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty sure he has the 4-star weak foot like all other top strikers will have. Not sure about the skills as well. I'm praying that this guy has a 4-star, because if he does, he's Argentinian, Serie A, decent league, great nation. He's going to have some phenomenal links across the board, and he's going to be a solid striker if he's 4-star as well. Even if he isn't, super fun card to use. He's going to be usable for the first 2-3 months, and I'm looking forward to trying this card out for sure. Now, Clint Dempsey, Captain America. I remember him watching him when he was playing for Fulham. I actually had the privilege of watching him live in London. and he was a pretty good player. Seeing him live made it even cooler. So I have a bit of nostalgia when it comes to Clint Dempsey. He used to strike them really well from range, and his passing and dribbling was also superb. Judging by these two FUT cards in front of you, which are almost on the similar rating, he's going to be pretty strong as well, and decent pace for a midfielder. He's not going to be meta for sure, but he's going to be pretty usable. I never really saw him play for MLS because, to be honest, I don't think many people watch that league in India. So, pretty decent card overall, and his links are going to be quite awful, to be honest, unless you're an MLS fan and rocking MLS squads, because there are very few American players in the Premier League, barring Christian Pulisic and Weston McKennie in the Serie A. I don't think I can name too many other Americans off the top of my head. But yeah, he's going to be a pretty average card, and you're going to find many better midfielders even in week 1 and week 2. So I'm going to stay away from this card personally, but if his stats are better than what it seems right now, I'll give this guy a shot, no doubt. Now, Abede Pele. When EA released this card, I literally screamed inside the head, what the hell? Because I remember using this card, I don't know when, FIFA 11 or FIFA 12 in one of the classic 11 teams. He was that good that he was featured in those teams. And I dug up some of his stats because he doesn't have an active FUT card, or never did. These stats are insane. I remember using him in the Classic 11 team, and that card was probably the MVP of that team amongst like Haji and a couple of other cards that I still remember. This card is phenomenal. Look at these in-games that I've dug up. 5-star, 5-star. Are you joking? French League, which is going to be the new meta league right now. This card is going to be 3 million coins right off the bat. I'm not even joking if he's 5-star, 5-star. Specialities: acrobat, crosser, dribbler, speedster, free kick specialist. He's 90 plus pace, 90 shooting overall, 90s in dribbling, and pretty decent physical stats as well. Dude, this guy is going to be a super meta card to start off with, and probably the best Foot Heroes card that could be used competitively as well. He's going to be extortionately expensive because now French League, just because of Messi, got somewhat way more usable, and there are a lot more eyes on that league. So I'm really looking forward to using this card if I can get my hands on him, and I'm hoping someone can give me his card because he's going to be super expensive. So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to trying the OG Pele. I'm joking, the OG Pele is in this card. This card is probably the second Pele, and I'm looking forward to trying this card because he looks absolutely ridiculous. Now, back in the day, about 12 to 13 years ago, I never really watched La Liga, and because I think Premier League was the most televised one in India. I remember Morientes coming to Liverpool, and he played alongside, I think, Milan Baros. This was a long time ago, and I was absolutely blown away with Morientes. He was just ridiculous. I dug up some in-game stats because he has one FUT card which is 77 rated, but this is an 89 rated card, and I found the stats of his 90 rated Real Madrid card in game, which is the exact card that they've advertised with this Foot Heroes, probably one rating lower, and he has some pretty ridiculous in-game stats. Now, if he has these in-game stats in game, I'm pretty sure he has 4-star skills as well as a 4-star weak foot as well. This card is going to be one hell of a card to start off with, and I can't wait to use this card. I remember Morientes in real life, very impressive player, extremely quick, insane finishing, a very talented player and had lots of flair. A very impressive striker overall, so I'm looking forward to trying this card. And yeah, man, I hope some of you back him. And if you're La Liga fans, this card, or Spanish fans, he's going to be superb for the first like 2-3 months of this game. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for rambling on, but I actually wanted to talk about what each of these cards meant to me as a football fan, and if I've seen them over the years and whatnot. If you guys think I wasted too much time, I apologize for that. But if you guys enjoyed this type of rambling from my end and you want to see another video, let me know in the comments. I'll make another one covering the next round of Foot Heroes with their predicted face card stats. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please drop a sub on the channel. It would mean the world to me. And I want to thank you guys for your phenomenal support during the FIFA 21 season, which is still not over yet, but I think I'm pretty much done covering all of the new cards that come out, because there's about a month left of this game, and then FIFA 22 is just gonna hit us with a bang, because I know EA have a lot of content planned for us next year.